Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chief Provost, thank you for your public service. According to U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, border apprehensions declined 75% from 2000 to 2018. You have no reason to doubt the accuracy of your own agency's data on that, right?
Our numbers have declined. I can't say the exact percent, but yes, they have declined from 2000 until 2018.
Thank you. Also, according to U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, and I'm referencing this because in one of the opening statements, one of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle was talking about the flow of illegal drugs. So according to Customs and Border Patrol, in fiscal year 18, 90% of heroin came through legal ports of entry, 87% of methamphetamine came through legal ports of entry, 80% of fentanyl came through legal ports of entry, and 88% of cocaine came through legal ports of entry. You have no reason to doubt the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol data on that either, correct?
That data has to be put into perspective, and that is where the seizures are. As I stated in my opening statement, we have both a humanitarian crisis at the border and a border security crisis. My agents are being diverted away, and the demographic is very different too, which I stated in my opening statement.
I heard your opening statement.
You cannot compare just number of apprehensions. You also cannot compare just seizures because it's the unknown. That's what keeps me up at night. What's crossing through our borders between the ports of entry because it is not a controlled environment.
You are certainly entitled.
Past us.
You are certainly entitled to your opinion. I'm just relating facts from your own agency. Now, I'd like to go on and ask Ms. Asher, you're with ICE, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Juliet, 17-month-old baby that was ripped away from her parents. It took 2 months to reunite her with her mother. And an article accompanied this story from the San Francisco Chronicle that says that ICE demanded a $4,000 credit card payment so that the mom could have Juliet back. So my question is, why did ICE ask for $4,000 in that case?
I have to absolutely dispute that allegation. We in no way have any sort of financial transactions that we use credit cards in exchange to have a service in reuniting a parent with a child.
Why did it take 2 months to do that?
Without the specifics of that particular case that you mentioned, I'm not able to give you a thorough response. This is the first I've heard of this.
Okay, so I just note that this was a public article in the San Francisco Chronicle. It's not as if it was hidden and no one knew about it. We'll send that article to your agency, would like a written response. So now I'd like to follow up on the pilot program that was run. And the first thing I'd like to do is request that the department, the DHS department, make available to the committee the unredacted version of the DHS Inspector General report, as well as any other materials regarding the El Paso pilot program. Is that something we all could get?
The El Paso program was a prosecution initiative like many others that we have done before. I'm more than happy to provide you information on that.
Thank you. So according to the GAO, Border Patrol also conducted a report on this pilot program. Could you also turn over that report to the committee as well?
I would have to look into what report, but I will be glad to turn over any information that we have.
Thank you. Do you consider the pilot program a success?
Sir, once again, this was a prosecution initiative. We have done prosecution initiatives for years through multiple administrations. We did Operation Streamline. We do prosecution initiatives in the field. Our field leadership work with the U.S. attorneys in those specific locations. There are certain numbers of prosecutions that are allowed. This was a similar program. We've done numerous ones over the years.
And from that program, according to the 2018 GAO report, 1,800 individuals were processed, resulting in 281 individuals separated from their families. Why did either Border Patrol or the other agencies in the Trump administration not figure out there was no computer field for these kids?
There is a computer field. As we've stated before, our systems did not speak to one another. We've always had the information available. We added in April of 2018 an ability to search and pull that
Thank you.
info easier.
All right, thank you. So if I could just conclude real quick. This pilot program that happened in El Paso, the Trump administration should have figured out from there that they were not able to track individuals very well who were separated. So the fact that they did not do that and then when it launched this family separation policy nationwide was not just immoral and unjust, it was just simply mass incompetence. And the folks involved in that should just be ashamed of themselves. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back.